Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, throwing the 2 passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Browning. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Browning. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27th.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Oliver looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Off play action. Oliver. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down, given 25 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. It's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
KC's offense ready to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they go. Randolph trying to run inside, but that one there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the side. Now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by Ware. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott on 1st down, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
On 2nd down, Randolph down right around the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Prescott from the gun. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Oliver. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down now, Whitfield. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Oliver. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was difficult, but they made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they moved back with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They created a nice sustained drive. Plays like that, a nice scoring run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Oliver. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More.
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston set to take over.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone else into the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Oliver. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
And Prescott, his third interception. Derek Stingley picks it.
The 40, 20, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. So they'll now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that one.
41 yards on the ground for him now, 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to put more pressure towards the quarterback and still try to cover the headfield.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
On the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn the field and gain any yardage.
No gain on the play. It's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half from down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Personal foul, unnecessary running.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and that is incomplete. Forced back down on the board. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Prescott, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they will bring him to the ground.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Whitfield. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Oliver. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, it's excellent coaching and how he's picked things up.
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut.
That's good. 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Looking to throw. Oliver. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Prescott. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. To throw is Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him now. They tend to leave him in.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. But read the defensive guys. They weren't fully long. They actually ran with the line where the play was and smothered it for some yardage.
Fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue to be one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
On 2nd down. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hughes.
Finding space at the 40. Look at the big man rumble.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here you go,
On 4th down, Oliver. Out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal power, Charles. It's thrown all these interceptions, another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
And I happen to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made.